So let's talk about who knew what and when in the Eric Swalwell situation. When people talk about inside politics, they're talking about what insiders know and what the public has yet to find out. You can figure it out just by looking at the timing of the reactions. Before a story like this breaks, reporters don't just hit publish, they go to the campaign. We're preparing to run this. What's your response? And the campaign says, show us. So reporters lay it out allegations, date, sources, messages, enough to prove they're not bluffing. And that's the moment the campaign knows this is real. And we know Swalwell's team got that call and that they knew because they resigned the Friday morning, just hours before CNN and the San Francisco Chronicle dropped the story. If they stay, they're tied to defending the allegations. If they leave, they're not. So instead of Swalwell's team defends him, the headline becomes Swalwell's team resigns. That's a career move. Now, zoom out. Swalwell's legal team was already sending cease and desist letters in mid-March, weeks before the story came out. That means they knew this was coming. And then you get to party leadership, and this is where it plays out like a scenario you've seen in a movie. A reporter reaches out, we're running this story, we'd like your reaction. Now, it doesn't first go straight to someone like Nancy Pelosi or Hakeem Jeffries. First, it hits staff. Staff reviews it and says, this looks serious. They take it upstairs. You need to see this. Now you can almost hear the conversation. Are you sure? Who else has this? Staff responds. It's documented, multiple sources. This is going forward. Now the decision point. Okay, so what's our position? And the answer comes quickly. We distance. He needs to step aside. Okay, draft up a statement. That gets done. Then the political heavyweights and their senior staff sign off on it, authorize it for release at the right time, and then they wait. The story drops, and within minutes, the statements are out. None of that could have happened had they not had advance notice. They can't get a statement out that quickly. Now, look at where this leaves Swalwell. His top staff is gone. His support is collapsing. Party leaders are telling him to step aside. He's largely on his own. And then there's one other interesting element of this story. We're about 3 weeks away from mail-in ballots landing in the hands of California voters. Swalwell was a frontrunner on the Democratic ticket. If this story broke after those ballots go out, a lot of people will have already voted for him based on what they knew pre-scandal. And that leaves voters saying, wow, if I had known that, I wouldn't have voted for him. Everyone inside understands the impact. And one more thing. This didn't come out in pieces. It came out all at once. Multiple accusers, one release. That means this had been building for a while. So, bottom line, a lot of insiders knew this was coming well in advance, and then the public was told. I'm Russ, and this is News and Notes.
The more and more cases that are separate and independent that look the same, the arrows are pointing in the same directions. And what are the chances that 3 or 4 women independently who never met each other would have similar experiences?